EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set, ready, fight, 60.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, computers.
Hands it off out of the gun. And the second wave of that up is a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. They can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Check smash, check smash.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. Well, this defense for the Bucs very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hudson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Trap 50, trap 60.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
60 Bison.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. He'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Here we go.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. 2nd and 9 now. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
10 cycles. 62 plastics.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. 2nd and long. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. There's Chris Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 70.
31-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Direct one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by Durham. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Watch out now. 50. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5.
Set, ready. Double 38. Red, cycle. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Taken from just outside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
A fourth down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
This is taken at the 10. Powers through.
A nice return that time. Gets 12 yards back.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
70 Lions. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Cup 19. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Let's go now.
Now a second and 10.
Hey, smash Broncos.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And he slides to avoid the hit. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
Gets past one man. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get
touchdown Saints.
Chris Olave
from 13 yards out.
And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
Tanner Muse with it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Let's go now. Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Shoves him aside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 41 yards.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike it. 3-3.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down by Pete Werner.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Ready. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They start the second half with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Crack all 80.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up. Tay David, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Ready, ready.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Running free at the 45.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
That's good for the Saints.
First throw now for the backup Carr. Touchdown!
Chris Olave
With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jerry Jeudy
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Buccaneers are able to add on to that lead.
Here we go.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
52 blaster. Ready.
He'll look to throw.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
He lets it go deep for Olave.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Ready.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Oh, Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Carr to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
To throw his Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Carr now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Hey, we're good.
Carr. And Thomas has it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Hurry!
To Edmonds on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Get!
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Second down and another run with Edmonds.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Here we go. Drill 52.
Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And they will take a knee here. fakes a spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. On the ball, on the ball.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
Jake Camarda in punt formation for the Buccaneers.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand